collective, all signs, all you beautiful people. Welcome to my bonus reading for April 5th to 11th. My name is Monique, aka the Tarot Garden. I never introduced myself, and I've been trying to be better with that. So, anyways, let's take a look at the week ahead. So, got my notebook here. There has been, this week really feels like it's a week of wake-up calls. And not necessarily tower moments though, but wake-up calls that kind of just set you straight. So, every once in a while when we're on our path, we need to be just redirected to center, and I feel like that's what's going on. Definitely a lot of readings had there's a lot of stuff going on that had to do with balance, restoring balance, and again, that kind of ties into those wake-up calls. But let's see what's going on. Honestly, this last week wasn't as fucked up as the week before, so I think that's good. I think a lot of people are coming out of a seriously crazy time. A lot of people were dealing with some heavy stuff the weeks prior, so I think everyone's just kind of taking a deep breath and getting on with it. So good energy though, good energy. Nothing to be afraid of this week. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. I'll get right back to that. So, but the tower shows up now. It's okay. I'm just going to ignore it. Just kidding. Okay. This was another thing that kept coming up, and I forgot to mention it, was the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles to me has to do with furthering your education in some way. And that was definitely something that kept coming up. This is a good week to pick up a book, brush up on your skills. Even for me, I've been doing tarot for forever. Well, not forever, but honestly, every single one of these cards has 20 different symbols on it. Who the fuck is gonna remember all that? Nobody, right? So I don't consider myself an expert. I really have a hard time with that word, expert. I just think that no matter what you are doing in life, I just feel like you can always use a refresher. You can always use some extra education. So, for instance, for me, this will be a good week to pick up a book on tarot. And you know what? This book here, by the way, it's probably backwards for you, but it's called The Only Tarot Book That You'll Ever Need. Honestly, this has been my go-to. I still read this book. My cat also chewed it. But there isn't a week where I don't go back to it and just look up stuff for curiosity's sake, or just because I'm like, you know what? Because I read so intuitively, sometimes I need to go to a book and be like, well, what's the book meaning on this? Anyways, this isn't about me, but it's turning into about me, just everything me. No, but seriously, I encourage you this week to further your education on some kind of topic. Either maybe it has to do with your job, or maybe it just has to do with an interest or a side hustle or a hobby. But Yeah, pick up a book, do a class, do something. I think that's really important for everybody this week. It's funny that the tower's coming up here, but you know what? Even the position where it's in, it's kind of in a position where it's like, this is your house, this is known to you. You know yourself that if you don't deal with some of the shit that's going on right now, like your wake up call stuff, that you know it can snowball into this. This is all this is saying. So again, this is really a week of restoring balance, restoring harmony, and just getting yourself back to center. So, you know, maybe you do need to get back to writing down tasks every day that you need to do. I know that's something I could definitely use. Maybe you need to make sure, like maybe you fell off the wagon with your daily meditation routine. It could be so many things, but it's not about making yourself feel bad or anything like that. It's just about getting that balance back. It's a constant battle, guys. I mean, we're fucking human. We are spiritual beings in a human body. So we deal with human shit. Even though we're spiritual, we are in a human body. So remember, our brains are kind of fucked. So constant battle. Another beautiful thing that was a trend this week was this little guy right here. The 9 of Cups, the luckiest card in the deck. He came up a lot this week, which is beautiful. I think that's great. And he's here to remind you that if you have big decisions to make, big moves to make, that you are protected, and there's an element of luck in there too. So don't be scared to make these big decisions, big choices, big moves. You got to do it. And it's clear that you are afraid things won't go your way. The Justice card is coming up in your hopes and fears position. However, you are protected. Just trust the universe, trust source energy, whatever you want to call it, and trust your gut and move forward. There is definitely a reluctant vibe from a few signs to move forward. This is the 6 of Swords, and you see this guy, he's like, it looks like he's taking these 2 folks to safety. And they are moving away from their problems. There is definitely a reluctant vibe from a few of you to move away from your problems. And maybe that sounds ridiculous to you, but it's not. Like, think about how many times you've been in a relationship that you should have moved forward, but you're reluctant and you still have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I mean, that's a huge life lesson thing for all of us. It's easier said than done. And I know a lot of people will chirp in your ear and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why don't you just fucking mind your business? But seriously, it's very, you know, one of my pet peeves is unsolicited advice. And like, yeah, when people start a sentence with, why don't you just? Usually I find whatever comes up after is crap. And if it's unsolicited and you didn't ask for the advice, it's 100% pure dog shit. Whatever comes up after that. Why don't you just go fuck yourself? That's how I like, you know, that's a good thing to say afterwards. But anyways, yeah. So we are all on our own journey. I think it's important to know that everyone's on their journey and to be kind to others and be understanding of others instead of being so quick to judge and point the finger. Because honestly, look at your own damn pile of fucking dumpster fire dog shit, because I'm sure you have one. I know I have one. I always have a constant fucking dumpster fire going all the time. So And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I was a fucking super judgy pants in the past. I was just thinking about it today when I was brushing my teeth. I am a super fucking judgy pants. Used to be, sorry. Reformed super judgy pants. Not anymore. Not for a long time. But yeah, it honestly, stop pointing the finger at everybody else and just approach people with love and understanding and keep your unsolicited advice to yourself, and we're all going to be good. But anyways, yeah, I think I went way off track this week, but this is the bonus reading. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So but the week is going to be good. I think there's going to be a lot of growth. There's definitely a ton of potential for growth. Be true to your boundaries. Be honest with yourself. Do what is good for your highest good, and all will be well. So anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you've subscribed to my channel. Like this video, subscribe. Dude, I got like a bunch of dislikes last week. I was like, what the fuck? Like, my Virgo video got 2 dislikes. I was like, excuse you. That was a good video. Anyways, yes, I will see you next week. Be good, be safe, and talk to you soon. Bye.